Hey y'all, I just found this on the internet. Maybe you already know about it, but y'all remember the inmate that was handcuffed and beaten by those correction officers? Well, guess what? That's nothing new. That's been going on for years in upstate prisons and prisons worldwide. But finally, it's been caught on film. So my suggestion is check on your people, man. Check on your people, and also stay out of jail, y'all, because this ain't nothing new. This has been going on. So let me just read it right here. Some New York prison guards charged in beating death of handcuffed inmate appear in court. Okay, it says 6 New York guards have been indicted for second-degree murder in the beating death of an inmate who was handcuffed, while 4 correction workers were charged with lesser crimes. The beating of Robert Brooks by multiple officers at Marcy Correctional Facility in December were caught unintentionally on body-worn cameras, triggering widespread outrage and calls for justice. Some of the correction officers appeared in Utica Court in handcuffs, while a judge heard pleas and considered bond. Prison guards Nicholas Enzolone, David Kingsley, Anthony Farina, Christopher Warworth, and Michael Gallagher were among the people charged with second-degree murder, according to court documents. The name of the sixth person was redacted because they appear in court at a different time. All 6 were also charged with first-degree manslaughter, meaning prosecutors believe they are criminally liable for conduct of others. The special prosecutor, Onondaga, I don't know how to pronounce it, County District Attorney William Fitzpatrick said Thursday that he approved in court that the guards thought the body-worn cameras were off, raising concerns about a culture among guards in which a group beating of an inmate could be carried out with an apparent sense of normalcy, meaning that this is what normally goes on. Robert Brooks Jr., the victim's son, said after witness court proceedings that those system issues must be rooted out and high authorities held accountable. These men killed my father. It was on video. The whole world got to see it. Waiting a month for these charges has been incredibly hard, but these men must be prosecuted and convicted of the crimes they made, the younger Brooks said. After some of the correction officers were released, one man said, "This is not justice, Judge. These people killed a black man." As he left the courtroom, one woman was removed after shouting, "Murderer, murderer." Body camera video shows officers pummeling Brooks, whose hands are cuffed behind his back. Officers strike him in the chest with a shoe and lift him by his neck and drop him. The video recorded on the night of December 9th has no sound, but the guards meditating the punishment and watching appear unconcerned. Now, this is what I believe. Whoever saw the video, like who's in charge of the videos, they messed it with the sound. Because if we would have heard the actual sounds, we would have heard them probably calling him all kind of, you know what, and so on and so forth. So they need to investigate that person who's in charge of the sound, so this way they can put that sound back. But the guards, okay. An autopsy report issued by the county medical examiner's office in January concluded that Brooks' death was caused by compression of the neck and multiple blunt impact injuries, and that the matter of death was determined to be a homicide, according to Brooks' family attorneys. Gallagher, one of the correction officers, was further charged with gang assault. 3 other prison guards were also charged with lesser manslaughter offenses, meaning that prosecutors believed they did not commit murder, but were criminally responsible for the actions of others to some degree. They are Michael Marshall, Michael Fisher, and David Walters. One worker, whose title was unclear, was charged with tampering with evidence. Nicholas Gentile allegedly cleaned the area of Robert Brooks' bloodstains in an effort to conceal the assault, according to court documents. Governor Kathy Hochul, I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name, first announced the murder charges early Thursday afternoon in a statement. Robert Brooks should be alive today. The brutal attack on Mr. Brooks was sickening, and I immediately moved to terminate the employment of those involved. Now, the perpetrators has been rightfully charged with murder, and state police are making an arrest, she said. they should not be let out on bail, because by them being let out on bail, that sends the wrong message. It does. It says right here, Hochul's announcement of the murder charges came on the fourth day of a wildcat strike in which at least some correction officers are refusing to enter their shifts at 36 correctional facilities across the state, according to prison officials. This incident is a sobering reminder of challenges facing our correctional system. I've worked with Commissioner Martusco on safety reforms, including installing new security cameras, strengthening the Office of Special Investigations, and increasing the compensation for our hard-working correction officers, she said in Thursday's statement. Hochul has ordered state officials to initiate proceedings to fire more than a dozen employees implicated in the attack on Brooks. Brooks was serving a 12-year sentence for first-degree assault since 2017. He arrived at the prison 200 miles northwest of New York City only hours before the beating after being transferred from another nearby facility, officials said. So he had just got there, and they did that to him. But guess what? They've been doing this, people. They've been doing this. This is nothing new. Trust me on that. Robert Brooks Jr. claimed federal lawsuit filed in Germany that his father's attackers systematically and casually beat him to death. Yeah, that's what they do up there. They do this all over the world, but they do that up north, upstate, up top, whatever y'all want to call it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to let y'all read. Okay, I'll just hold it still so you can read that. So that's good that the case is proceeding. Unfortunately, some of them got out on bail or whatever. But here's the deal. Sometimes people have to die in order for changes to be made. Sad as it may seem, if you study history, a lot of our friends, family, ancestors, and loved ones, they died and then changes came about, right? But here's the deal. When you live in a system that has unfair practices, unfair laws, so on and so forth, this is not going to stop. But thank God we got it on film. We in the age of Aquarius. Everything is being revealed now. All hidden truths are now being made known to everybody about everything. So stay woke, stay aware. You got family doing time, check on your people, write them letters, call the prisons. I mean, I'm telling you, call your people, man. Go visit your people, man. You know what I'm saying? And we thank God that, they didn't even know it was videotape, and they got caught. Good for them. They deserve it because they should have never did that. They were wrong.